Hey everybody, Potter Pop Hunter here, coming at you with my very first live stream. Welcome everybody who's tuned in so far. Just gonna wait for a few more people before we get into any of the unboxings and things I have planned for tonight. How are you guys doing tonight? Let me know down in the chat too if you guys um, can hear me okay. This is the first time I've ever done a live stream, so hopefully things are coming across clearly for everybody. Hello, Jacob's channel. Hi, Preston. How are you guys doing tonight? Looks like we have a couple people in so far. I do have a few pops that I picked up from a haul from this past weekend that I'm looking to show off to everybody. I got a couple boxes in the mail today too that I'll show off as well. One of them is from the Funko shop. So we'll go ahead and open that one up later. And then I have also another box from Chalice Collectibles. So hopefully you guys like what I got from these boxes. And thanks, Jacobs. The 250. It actually just happened, I think, probably about a half hour ago. I hit 250, so that was super exciting. And I wasn't sure. It seemed like it took a while to get that last subscriber. Looks like I teetered on the 250 mark for quite a while, but super excited, and I'm glad that I hit the 250 mark. So really do enjoy making videos for everybody. So I was really excited to see it hit that 250. And I guess I can get started and show you guys some of the things that I picked up from this past weekend. I did pick up a couple My Hero Academia pops. Like I said, I have a couple things I got in the mail. And then I also have a couple pops from $7 a pop that I got that I haven't showed off on a video yet. That I figured that I could go through and show everybody on the live stream. Um, Thought I would try something new for my normal Monday video and do a live stream instead. So hopefully you guys like it. Thanks, Preston. I think I have about probably close to 350 pops in my collection. The few that you can see behind me is just a handful that I have in the box. I actually have two other display cases a little bit further down with my out of box collection. And I guess for everybody that's in the chat so far, how many pops do you guys have so far in your collection? Does anybody else have a huge pop collection, or are people just getting started or just starting out on pops? Looks like Jacob's also doing a giveaway for 150 subscribers. Congrats on 150. And let's see. I guess what would you guys want to see first? Do you want to see the haul I got from this past weekend, or the $7 a pop, or the Funko Shop box that I got? 32 pops. It's a slippery slope. Once you start collecting, usually you can get into a fandom. Mine is Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. That's probably my biggest collection that I have. I think I'm about maybe 10 to 15 away from having the full Harry Potter collection, which is kind of fun and scary at the same time because I think the ones that I have left are the most expensive Harry Potter pops, like the Luna Lovegood and a couple of the other exclusives, which are probably 40 to $50 a pop. So going to slowly maybe add those to my collection. But the ones that I have so far are pretty much ones I've paid pretty much retail price for. So I haven't gone and paid a ton of money for anything. I want to say the most expensive single pop that I bought so far probably was this Harry Potter pop that I just got. I just did a video, and sorry for the glare on that. This is the 2017 exclusive Harry Potter on his broom from San Diego Comic-Con. This one I was looking to add to my collection for quite a while, and I think I paid about $45 plus shipping. So that's probably the most expensive pop that most expensive that I paid for a single pop up to this point. Thanks, Candyman, RIP. It was actually just probably about a half hour before the live stream that I hit 250. So super excited that I hit the 250 mark. So it looks like the vote was the Funko box. So I'm going to go ahead and open up something I actually just got in the mail today from the Funko shop. This one was one I was going to do a video on Friday, but actually didn't get it in the mail until today. So hopefully it came in good condition. This wasn't a hard pop to get by any means. So, and it did come in a sorter box. I haven't been the luckiest with a lot of the Funko Shop exclusives. I think usually they drop at, like I'm in Central Time Zone, so they drop at 11 o'clock Pacific. So it's right in the middle of the work day when the Funko Shop drop usually happens. So a lot of times I'm at work and I'm not able to grab the exclusive, but this one was one that didn't sell out. They actually had quite a few of them on their website, which I still thought it was cool. I was able to get this one. So this one is one of the ad icons. This is the Hostess Captain Cupcake. And sorry for the glare on that. So this is number 66 in the ad icons line, and it's Captain Cupcake. Here is the back of the box. And I'm sure everybody remembers these in gas stations all over the place. I know I used to go on road trips with friends, and this would be my snack food of choice that I would grab. Probably super unhealthy for you, but it's actually kind of fun. I do have a few of the ad icons. You can probably see behind me, I have the Green Giant Sprout, and then I have the Flock Target dog up there as well. So I have a handful of them. This is another line that's super expensive to try to get into because they are really expensive. Preston said my grandma always had those. Like I said, they are pretty cool. They're probably still really good. I haven't had one in a really long time, but I'll go ahead and open this up and show you guys what he looks like out of the box. Hey, Joel, how's it going? So here we have Captain Cupcake. And he is pretty cool. He doesn't have a base or anything. His feet are kind of flimsy, so he might not stand because he's kind of front heavy. But here he is. I want to say they had thousands of these, and you might actually be able to still get this one on the Funko Shop. I know they had a few of the different ones that were out there, so if you're interested, you can probably still get that from the Funko Shop. So that's one of the pops that I just got in the mail today. So excited to add that one to my ad icons line. I think usually they're about $15. So I think with that, not too bad if you can get them. Usually it's about $5 in shipping as well. So it's usually about $20 if you order something from the Funko Shop, depending on where you live. Has anybody else ordered anything else from the Funko Shop before? Or I heard stories about them sometimes coming in damaged condition. So hopefully people get good stuff from there because they do have some neat pops that come up every now and then. So I can show you guys the other pop that I got in the mail today. This one is this one, I forget what it was, a AAA anime exclusive. This is from My Hero Academia, so you can probably guess what it is if you guys collect the line. Candyman said Tony the Tiger 10-inch. I did look at that one and I thought of ordering it, but I didn't pull the trigger on it, and now I saw that it's sold out. I know the original Tony the Tiger pops are actually pretty expensive. I think especially the flocked one. So hopefully yours comes in good shape. So let me pull this guy out of the box. This one was from Chalice Collectibles. As you can see, it came in a ton of bubble wrap. And it actually came in a protector too. So this one is Himiko Toga. This is a recent one they came out with from My Hero Academia. I'll actually pull it out of the pop protector so that you guys can see it without the glare. So this one was a AAA anime exclusive. This is cool for the My Hero Academia pops. They're actually doing some of the villains. You can probably see on the other side of me, I do have quite a few of those in my collection as well. Definitely don't have all of the pops from this line because there are a handful that are super expensive as well. I want to say 2 of the ones from one of the first waves are $100 a piece. So probably won't be adding those to my collection anytime soon or if ever. But again, here is Toga, who is one of the bad guys from My Hero Academia, which the new season should be coming out probably this fall. So stay tuned for that. So here is the side of the box and the other pops that come in the collection. And I did pick up a couple of these other ones as well over the weekend, so I'll show you those in a minute as well. Does anybody watch My Hero that's in here so far? Let me know in the comments. Preston, it's actually a pretty good anime. You should check it out. Not usually super into anime. I know Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z was kind of where I started with and kind of fell in and out of that series. But My Hero actually caught my attention, and it's actually more of an adult anime, so it was kind of fun to watch. So here is Toga. And she is pretty cool with her hair sculpt that she has. So you can see that she does have a base that's still in the box as well. But this one is a pretty cool one. I haven't, it hasn't been out that long. I think Chalice got theirs and they've just been shipping theirs out. So people have been getting them periodically in the mail. So there is Toga. And I'll show you quick, since there's probably not a lot of people in here who are My Hero fans, but I'll show you the other couple that I picked up over the weekend. These two I also picked up. I have Kirishima. This one is number 606. And then I also got Tokuyami as well. This one is a pretty neat one. And this one is number 607. I picked both of these up from GameStop. I think these are just starting to hit stores, so I was able to get these for retail price just at my local GameStop. So this one is also pretty cool. He's got quite the hair on the back. So this is Kirishima. And you can tell his head is kind of heavy. He also doesn't come with a base. He probably should be able to stand on his own. But this is the guy that can turn his skin into stone in the anime. So if anybody hasn't caught My Hero, I would definitely recommend it. I think there's 2 seasons that are out so far. Like I said, with the new season coming out shortly. So take a look at that. The next one I have is Tokuyami, if I said that right. His is a little different. His power or his quirk in the anime is he has a shadow that can follow him around and fight for him. So you can see the shadow here that's attached. So it's pretty cool with the texture that they have on his shadow. He kind of looks like a blackbird, but this one was still pretty cool as well. So glad to add both of these to my collection. Hopefully they have some of the other ones. I know they have a few that are coming out for New York Comic-Con. So with that, they might be harder to get. I bet those ones are going to be more difficult to find. I guess let me know in the comments, have you guys caught what pops are coming out for New York Comic-Con? Or if you have, were there any ones that you guys are excited for? I think my 2 that I'm looking for probably the most out of all of them are the Harry Potter ones. So we have Madame Maxine and Professor Filch, or Argus Filch, not Professor Filch. So those are the two that I'm looking for. Stanley, that would be a good one as well. And it seems like all of them are shared with different retailers. I actually just had it up on Instagram before I started the live feed. So in case you can't tell, you probably can't see this on the phone. But there are a ton of shared exclusives from New York Comic Con. I want to say some of the other ones that I was excited for were some of the other My Hero ones. The Shrimp, Rick and Morty, I thought were interesting. I don't know, the new season of Rick and Morty probably will be coming out eventually too, but that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. They had a couple new ones that came out from Rick and Morty, I think back in from San Diego Comic Con. They had Gluty and Jerry in their tracksuits, so those should be coming out too. Hopefully that season is pretty good. Preston's looking to get the new Coca-Cola Bear Pop. That one just came out. I want to say within the last this past week. I heard from GameStop that they are starting to get them in. One of the local GameStops thought they had one in stock, but it was for pre-order. But I thought that Coca-Cola one was actually pretty cool. It's neat that they're actually doing some of the ad icons that are kind of cool that I enjoy. So definitely the Coca-Cola one is pretty neat. I saw on Instagram somebody did a custom flocked version of the Coca-Cola bear. So that one was pretty neat. I think that one would be an interesting idea if they did that as an exclusive somewhere along the way to make that one a flocked pop. Joel said anything from The Office. I'm sure they probably have quite a few other ones from The Office. I didn't see if there are any other ones on here. Actually, I take that back. There is a Dwight from The Office. I'm not going to be able to blow this up big enough that you guys can see it, but they do have a Dwight holding a bobblehead of Dwight. Hi, Taz79. How's it going? Rick and Morty as well. Yep, the Rick and Morty ones. There's a lot of Rick and Morty ones that they came out with. So hopefully the ones that they come out with are neat. I saw some of the pictures on Instagram floating around of the shrimp Rick and Morty. But going back to The Office, I guess, Joel, what's your favorite Office pop that you have so far? I know they came out with a ton of them, and it seemed like since they came out, it was pretty quick that they came out with a ton of them. I liked Kevin with the chili pot. I thought that one was pretty cool. I don't have any of them myself, but like I said, they're pretty neat. Dwight is the Christmas guy. That one is pretty neat. I think they had a Michael Scott as a classy Santa as well, so that's pretty neat. So those were the couple pops that I picked up over the weekend. So excited to add those few My Hero ones to my collection. So these were pretty cool. I guess anybody have anything else that they're super excited that's going to be coming out soon? I think there's actually a new wave of Harry Potter pops that will be coming out sometime soon-ish. I want to say in October or November. It's the second wave of the Yule Ball. So they have the Padma and Patel, Ginny, Joel wants Gritty, that NHL pop, the NHL mascots. That one's pretty cool as well. I think I will have to get that one when it comes out to add to my very small NHL collection I have of pops. Right now, I only have Alex Ovechkin. I have Devin Dubnik, and I have one more. I can't remember what the other one is I have, but I have a handful. I'm a Washington Capitals fan, so add them slowly to my collection. Preston's going to be getting the Hocus Pocus Pops on Wednesday. Which ones are you going to be getting? I think there was a older wave that came out last year, and then a new wave that came out this year, and maybe a movie moment too. I actually have a couple of them behind me. I have Mary with the Cheetos, Winifred with the magic, and then Sarah with the spider. The movie moment, that one's pretty cool. I think that one is the so it's the new wave that you have. So that one is I want to say, is it them with the cauldron? I think it's the three of them with the cauldron. So that one's pretty cool. Um, yeah, so the Harry Potter ones that are coming out are the Yule Ball ones. So they have another Professor Snape. They have a Kakarot one, and then another Professor McGonagall. And then I also believe there's a Pop Town or a Pop. It's a Hagrid's hut with Fang. So that one is pretty cool. I have that one on pre-order at my local GameStop, and I want to say it was like $40, so it was kind of expensive. So hopefully those will be really neat ones that they come out with. I'm sure once they release the commons, there'll probably will be another. I would guess that there would be another set of some exclusives from Hot Topic or Box Lunch or other places. Speaking of Harry Potter, I do have the advent calendar that I got probably about a month ago with the pocket pops in it. So I'm excited to open that up for Christmas. So I'll be starting that in December. Hopefully, be able to do a video on that one to show everybody the pocket pops that are in each of the days leading up to Christmas. Never done one of the pop advent calendars, so that one's pretty cool. I know last year they did another Harry Potter one, and I think this year they did a Marvel and a DC one, so that one's pretty cool as well. So Joel, since you mentioned Gritty, do you have any other NHL pops? Because I know they were coming out with a few of the mascots. He has Wayne Gretzky. That one's a cool one. Um, I think they had a handful of. Hey, Robert, how's it going? I know they had a handful of the mascots that they came out with, so that is pretty cool. Hopefully, they'll come out with some of the other ones. I know I would like the Washington Capitals eagle. That'd be pretty neat. And for those of you that were just tuning in, I was showing off some of the pops that I got earlier. Here's one of the Funko Shop exclusives I just picked up. This one is Captain Cupcake, which is one of the Hostess cupcakes, which I thought was pretty cool. That one just came in the mail today. So, Preston, which ones are in the. So, which ones are in the new Hocus Pocus set? I know they had some older ones where they had maybe like the vacuum cleaner or like the brooms that they were on. How's it going, Sarah? Some of the other pops that I have that I can show off to you guys too are some of the other Harry Potter ones that I got from $7 a pop recently. So I can show off those to you guys in a little bit. So the new set with the magic, uh, those are pretty cool. Right in time for Halloween. Anybody else have any pops that they were waiting on recently? I think this is it for my stuff that I've been ordering. I kind of forgot about the My Hero one that I was getting in the mail until I got the shipping notification that it was out for delivery. So it's always kind of exciting when you have a new one show up at your house that you weren't expecting. So Preston said the older ones with the and the older ones are with the brooms. I think Dreamer's Angel. I think Bill Nye might be a Funko Shop exclusive, or it might be one for Comic Con. I saw that one on Instagram, but I don't see it in my picture of the other Instagram from Instagram for the other New York Comic Con pop. So I'm assuming that one's coming out soon. But that one's pretty cool. He's in his lab coat holding a beaker. So um, hopefully that one will be neat when it comes out. I think probably the ones that I'm most excited for are probably the Harry Potter ones. So hopefully those ones come out and are pretty cool. The only kind of gripe I have about the new Harry Potter set is that it has the Fred and George in their Yule Ball outfits, but they're kind of pretty much the exact same pop, just slightly different. Same thing with Padma and Patel. They kind of look almost exactly the same. So hopefully they don't kind of keep just repeating some pops. I'd like to see something else that's pretty cool. I think I heard of I want to say they're going to come out with a Tonks one that was rumored for the Emerald City Comic Con for this next year. So hopefully that comes out. That'd be a pretty neat one. Dreamer's Angel, any other pops that you were excited to see come out? And I can't remember some of the other ones. It seems like they drop new pops all the time, so it's kind of hard to kind of keep up with them sometimes. So hopefully, if it's something you collect, you're able to grab those. The Stitch Halloween version, that one would be pretty cool as well. I don't have a whole lot of Disney pops. The couple that I do, I want to say I have Aladdin and a couple of them from Aladdin, and maybe like Darkwing Duck. I have a few Darkwing Ducks, and I really would like Gizmo Duck from that line. That'd be a pretty neat pop. If you had to pick your favorite Disney one, which one would you say it is? It's kind of hard probably to pick because there are so many of them. So it would be there are a lot of Disney ones, and I know some of the older Disney ones are harder to get as well. All of them. So I can show you guys some of the other pops that I picked up from $7 a pop. I'll probably do a little bit more of an in-depth video on some of these. Ursula is your newest one. That's pretty cool. I think I actually have the Ursula. I got it out of a mystery box, which is actually the metallic one. I can grab it and show you guys. Not the 10-inch one. The 10-inch one is pretty cool, but it is kind of a huge pop. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's another good one. This was a D23 Expo that I got recently out of a mystery box. If you guys saw that video, this is the metallic Ursula. So this one is pretty cool. I don't think I unboxed this one during the video because there were 6 pops that came. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. Like I said, I don't have a ton of Disney in my collection, but the few that I do, I actually really like. I think I only have one of them, but I have the Flocked Sully from Monsters Inc., so that's pretty cool. So Candyman, you got that one from Box Lunch. Yeah, this one was a D23 Expo shared with Box Lunch, I believe. So here are the other ones. This is I believe it's the 30th anniversary of The Little Mermaid. And here are the other pops that are in this line. So a couple Ariels, looks like Eric, the Chef, a couple Ursulas, and then also Scuttle. Preston says, "What's my most expensive pop?" I guess it depends on which app you use to calculate the value. I'm not quite sure. The Funko app is kind of weird sometimes because it will calculate value based on whether or not there's a shared or a convention sticker or a harder to find sticker. So it doesn't differentiate between the harder to find ones. So Pop Price Guide will probably have a little bit more accurate value. I would say, according to the Funko app, which I'm bringing up here, it says that my Target dog that's flocked is the most expensive at $70, but it's the not shared sticker. It's the one that came out just normally at Target. So I want to say that one's only like in the $30 range, but I think my most expensive is probably that Harry Potter on the broom that I mentioned earlier, which is around 45. Otherwise, I do have a Predator version of Conan O'Brien that I got from actually won it off his website, which is kind of a fun story. So, usually every year during Comic Con, Conan O'Brien does several exclusives that are his likeness. 4 different pops. So that one they did was him as the Predator. And I was every night when they have the show on, you can enter the code online and get a chance to win. So I actually entered and won. I thought it was actually spam at first when I got the notification from Team Coco. So I thought that was kind of cool. And actually, it took a long time for me to get it. That was 2 years ago. So I know they did quite a few drawings this past San Diego Comic Con as well. But I think that one's at like the $45 range, which is cool. Normally, I don't really have any of the other Conan pops, and I don't have any of the other Predator pops, but I thought it was pretty cool since I won it. So I'm hanging on to that one kind of for the story. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Yep, and the Target dog did sell out. I was watching that one when it first came out, and I want to say that there was probably bots that got most of them. So people tried to get it right away. That was a rare moment at work that I wasn't busy, so I was able to try to get that one, and within I think a minute or two, it was completely sold out. So, which is kind of interesting because I think you had to have like $25 of items in your cart before you could actually check out. So it's interesting that bots were able to get all of them right away. So I've been watching it every now and then on the app to see if they ever restocked any of them, but haven't seen a restock on that one yet. So I guess for everybody in the chat, Preston brings up a good question. What's everybody's most expensive pop that they have in their collection? I know I have a lot that are in like the $15 to $20 range. So not any of them are super expensive all by themselves, but kind of added up the collection, I guess, kind of goes up in value a bit. Like I said, the Harry Potter one that I had on the broom, that one was probably the most I paid for a single pop at 45 bucks. So usually the ones that I'm getting to, I like to buy mystery boxes because I think they're fun. Usually end up getting a lot of commons or stuff that doesn't quite fit into the collection, but there's always a chance that you could end up with one of the higher end grails of things that are harder to find. Um, Joel says Gluty is his most expensive. That one's another one that's interesting, probably from the Funko shop, is depending on what app you look at, it might be calculating the convention sticker price or the shared price. So it really depends on the app that you're using to track your collection. So Gluty was a pretty cool one. I'm interested to see where they go with that one for Rick and Morty for this season. Preston says he has the Lost Boys pops, and the Target exclusive is pretty valuable. I want to say that's probably around. I think you're right. That's probably around the 40-ish dollar range. The Lost Boys movie was actually pretty cool. I think there was the Frog Brothers 2-pack. That was actually a Funko Shop exclusive from a while back. That didn't sell out right away either. That one was, I think right now it's around $33 for that one. So that's pretty neat. Let's see. 3-pack Lion King. They're the hyenas. That one was a pretty cool 3-pack. I think if I'm correct, that was an Amazon exclusive. Joel says Michael Scott as Classy Santa. How much is that one going for? Preston has the Frog Brothers one. So I think that was a pretty easy set to get. There was only probably about think 5 pops in that collection. I have them all. Joel says $35 on Michael Scott. That's pretty cool. Was that one an exclusive anywhere? Like I said, I enjoy The Office, but I haven't gotten into collecting the pops because I feel like that's a slippery slope to get into. I think as are most of the fandoms that are out there for Funko Pops. I guess that brings up a good question too. Um, Looks like you got it at Box Lunch. For the pops that you guys collect, what would you say your main set is that you collect or your fandom? So I heard a lot of Office pops. Disney looks like one of them. Like I said, mine's Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, with a little bit of everything kind of thrown in. Hey Leo, how's it going? But yeah, some of the pops are, like I said, a slippery slope to get into. They have a lot of really neat ones that are the different, say, movies or different other things. Hey Z, big guy, how's it going? A lot of different things that are out there, which is hard to kind of pick or stick to one thing. Otherwise, you'll have thousands of pops and probably no money in your bank account after a while. Jen, let's see. Do you collect Game of Thrones? I think I have one Game of Thrones pop in my collection right now. I had a handful, and I really enjoyed Game of Thrones, um, but don't have it in my collection anymore. I actually sold them to make space in my collection a little bit. For anybody who's watched Game of Thrones, I'm pretty sure everybody thinks that the ending was a was a little disappointing at the end. I still really like the series overall. I don't have many of them. I actually have one pop that I got uh, recently in a mystery box. This is the one that I got recently. So I do have the metallic Night King. This one is actually the international version of this pop. This one came out, I believe it was the AT&T. I agree, Leo. Flippers do suck. it's hard to it's hard when you want to collect a set and people grab them all at the last minute, and then flip them online for a lot of money. But here is the metallic Night King from Game of Thrones. So he's a pretty wicked looking guy. I thought his head was kind of cool with the different paint that they have on him. Agree, the ending was bad. It seems like the last season was kind of half baked. I think Preston, that ending probably would have been a little bit more interesting than the way it ended. So, yeah. Leo, no, I do not have any of the spastic plastic characters. A lot of times, the ones that they have are Funko Shop exclusives, and those ones are kind of harder to get. But I don't have any of those yet. Yep, the Night King with the throne is pretty good. They do, I mean, there are a ton of pops from Game of Thrones. I don't know what the value is of this one or kind of where they ended up. I know at one time the headless Ned Stark was probably a couple $1,000s. I don't know if it's that anymore. I think some of the values of the pops kind of dropped a little bit after the series ended. But, that was another one that had a ton of pops that came out. $1,200 for that one. That's crazy. I can't imagine. I can't imagine spending that much money on a single pop. Game of Thrones pop is Ghost. That one's pretty cool. Is that one flocked? I know they came out a couple of the dire wolves that were flocked. I'm kind of a sucker for flocked pops. I think my favorite pop that I have in my collection right now is the flocked fox from Harry Potter. So I really do like the flocked ones. So it's not the flocked one. Yeah, they came out with a lot of the dire wolves. I think Hot Topic recently had a T-shirt bundle with one of them too. Yeah, I can't imagine spending $1,200 on a pop. Flocked Ghost is worth 200. Yeah, I, some of them are still crazy with how much they are. You have both? Yeah, I mean, if you're lucky with some of the pops too, you can get pretty. If you get them when they're normal retail price or if they're low price, I'm sure some of them will go up eventually, but uh, some are, worth a little bit more than some of the other ones. I know my Harry Potter ones, I wouldn't probably part with them regardless. Even if I stopped collecting pops, I'd hang on to my Harry Potter ones. So Leo has the dire wolves and the dragons and the Night King. The dragons. I think there were probably a whole bunch of. I think there was a bunch of versions of Daenerys with her with different dragons. They had a 3-pack of dragons. Some were metallic, which is kind of crazy as they continue on. I know Star Wars is another huge fandom that's out there, so people have a lot of Star Wars pops as well. Um, but yeah, Z Big Guy, that's a set that I wouldn't get rid of is all my Harry Potter stuff. As you can see behind me with the Slytherin banner and the Hogwarts banner and T-shirts. Preston, I think there were pop rides with the dragons. I think one just came out actually, or is coming out, which is Jon Snow on one of the dragons. They had the Night King on one of the dragons, and then I think they had Daenerys with one of them as well. The Night King with um, the dead dragon was actually pretty cool. But I think the Jon Snow one actually just came out recently. There was another one that was, I think, the Night King, the Frozen Night King with the dragon glass stabbed in him. That one came out recently, and then also I think there's a Sansa one as well. I do like Dragon Ball, Leo. I haven't actually collected any of them. I think I have 2 or 3 Dragon Ball Z pops in my collection. That's another one that's has a lot of pops and would be hard to collect. Uh, kind of try to stick to certain lines, otherwise my collection will end up with 5,000 5,000 things in it. But I am a Dragon Ball fan. I am a Dragon Ball Z fan. Only went so far in Dragon Ball Z before I kind of fell off of it. Was talking earlier that the line that I'm kind of into now for anime is My Hero. So I was actually showing off earlier. I do have a couple My Hero pops that I picked up over the weekend. So I have Kirishima and Tokiyami, and then I got in the mail today. I got Toga, which was a AAA anime exclusive. So I was glad to get those. You love the bird guy. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I think out of this set, there are quite a few. I thought the Izuku Midoriya in his hero costume was pretty cool. The Teacher All Might is pretty cool. All for One, they have actually a special edition of All for One where he has where his powers coming out of his hands. And then the Silver Age All Might was pretty cool as well. I think they actually have a Silver Age All Might. I think they have a Chrome one that they're coming out with, which is going to be a Funimation exclusive. I think which I was looking before, and I think it said that one drops like on the 10th on Funimation's website. So hopefully that one will be available. The Shenron Pop is pretty cool. And I can't remember the other dragon's name, but they had Shenron, and then there was another one of the Namekian dragon came out recently. The Dark Crystal Pops, those ones are cool. Really like the Dark Crystal. I was a fan of that one growing up. Z Big Guy got the Labyrinth Pops. I have Jareth in my collection. I think didn't you Z Big Guy? I think you messaged me on Instagram. I think you got the whole set for like $60. That was a pretty good deal. Steve, I haven't watched the show yet, but I've heard good things about it so far. I will have to check that one out. Leo, I am excited for NYCC. Like I said earlier, excited for the two Harry Potter ones that are coming out, and then some of the My Hero ones that are coming out. Jareth in the white outfit. I want to say that one was I think that one was a Think Geek exclusive a while back. I had the option to buy that one online when it first came out, and I waited, and then it sold out. So that one was pretty cool. I think he was a glitter one, I want to say, or white version. Yep, Think Geek was the glitter. So I missed out on that one, unfortunately. But I have just the common variant of Jareth. A podcast. That'd be kind of fun. Starting off with the live streams first, just to see how that goes. We'll see how we can do that too. Hopefully, in the future, I can do other live streams more often, and then maybe do a giveaway at some point during the live stream. But just wanted to kind of get my feet wet first of all, try and live stream. I don't have a huge expensive setup by any means for webcam or anything like that. I'm actually on my Chromebook. So hopefully the video and the audio is actually pretty decent. But I always enjoy it when I'm on other people's live streams and they do giveaways and kind of fun stuff on their channels. So hopefully I'll be able to do that as well. Let's see. Lucky in a mystery box, and you got a flocked Tony and a metallic blueberry. That's pretty awesome. I know the flocked Tony the Tiger, I want to say, goes for at least a few $100s. Probably the same for the metallic blueberry. I know with the ad icons, there are so many of them, and some of them have been out for quite a while. So having getting them all for your collection kind of would be super expensive. But I know with that one, I'm never going to be able to go in to get all of them. So congrats on pulling those out of a mystery box. Leo, what mystery box was it that you got those out of? Because I've done quite a few different ones, and it seems like I've never hit anything really big on any of my mystery boxes. I've gotten some nice stuff out of them, but never got one of maybe like the top hits on anything. A popcast. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that do podcasts as well. I believe Steve from Two Peas in a Pop, he does a podcast with his brother. So that's kind of cool. I've never checked it out, but that would be kind of cool to listen to. Yeah, usually my luck with mystery boxes, as you guys can see from watching my videos, isn't anything super spectacular. I know there's different ones that come out, but Candyman, so that's more Star Wars. Yeah, I think his brother is a huge Star Wars fan, according to what I've seen on their videos and live streams. Yeah, eventually, hopefully, I'll get lucky and hit it big on a mystery box. I don't think I have any other mystery boxes in the works coming yet. I have one video, I think it was from Chrono Toys. Actually, I take that back. I have a Chrono Toys mystery box that I haven't done a video for yet. So that won't be coming soon, which was one of just their weekly challengers for, I believe, like $10. And then also, I think I have a damaged Chrono Toys box that's coming. So that one should be hopefully on its way soon. But yeah, we'll see what we end up with those. Do I like porgs? Actually, I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars movies, so I think I know what a porg is, but I haven't seen it in the actual movie. So, not a huge Star Wars fan. I think I have I have a friend who's a big Star Wars fan, um, but other than that, I don't have any Star Wars stuff in my collection. Dreamer's Angel says they're so cute. I want to say that there was probably about 6 different variants of the Porg Funko Pop that they came out with. I think there was a Chewbacca holding a Porg. There was a 10-inch Porg, so quite a few of them that were out there. I think the 10-inch Porg stuck around for quite a while at my local Target. So it didn't seem like that one was super hard to get. So I know a couple of you have been here since the beginning. Thanks for taking some time and hanging out with me tonight while I tried my first live stream. Um, Let me know what you guys think about it so far. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to do some maybe giveaways in the future too. That I think that'd be kind of fun to help keep things going. Uh, so Dreamer's Angel said that it was hard to find the one on the back of the box for the set that they were going for. Um, an Empire State Building pop. That'd be kind of cool. I saw that they were doing some buildings that are kind of themed with some of the characters. It's the Pop Town stuff. I don't think they had any that were actually like real buildings so far, but the Pop Town seemed pretty cool. I think the Hagrid with his hut or Hagrid's hut with Fang was one of the Pop Towns. And I believe for San Diego or for New York Comic Con, they have the house from Up with the balloons. I think that's another Pop Town that's coming up. So those are pretty neat. Oh, I was thinking about taking off of work next Friday, but I actually can't. So I hopefully will be able to find the pops online for New York Comic Con. I got lucky with San Diego Comic Con and um got the ones I wanted from I believe it was Hot Topic and Barnes and Noble. Um, I had the Rita Skeeter that I ordered online from Barnes and Noble that came completely smashed. I was lucky to be able to exchange that one at the store, so I'm glad they actually still had it. But I've always heard that Barnes and Noble kind of has mixed shipping reviews, so hopefully the Professor Filch is one that I wanted from there. But if it goes anything like the San Diego Comic Con was, they'll have a ton of them left over. No lines for SDCC. Yeah, I think my local Barnes and Noble had a huge table left over of a bunch of the stuff. So hopefully I'll be lucky and be able to pick them up online. You got the hut for $11. That's lucky. I think like I want to say that I pre-ordered it from or from GameStop and it was like 40. So lucky for you to get it for $11. What inspired me to make a channel? Just to kind of share the Funko Pops that I have in my collection. So I have a ton of them. I really like the Harry Potter stuff that I have, so I wanted to share it with everybody and kind of give the YouTube thing a try. So actually, a little bit before the live stream started, probably about a half hour or so, I hit 250 subscribers. So I'm really super grateful for everybody who's subscribed to the channel. So thanks everybody for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to see future content and hopefully future live streams. Hopefully to make this a more of a regular thing to do for collections. I do have the glow in the dark Zulu. That was a Funko Shop exclusive that came out, I want to say a few months ago. So I have a video that I did on that one a while back, which also links to the original Zulu that came out when Fantastic Beasts first came out. So that one's a pretty neat pop. At the end of that video, I actually have the black light on it so you can see what the glow looks like as well. How long have I been a Harry Potter fan? I want to say since I believe it was middle school when the books came out. I started started reading the books when they were probably maybe two books were out already. So started with the Harry Potter books as they came out, as J.K. Rowling released them. So definitely a big fan of the movies. I know some people aren't a fan of Fantastic Beasts. I'm a huge fan of both movies, both sets. I even read The Cursed Child, which I still wasn't a huge fan of, but I have all the Harry Potter books and was super into those. So probably since high school, early high school. Leo, I'm not sure. I think that one might have sold out. So hopefully, maybe that one's still available on the Funko shop. I guess, yeah. So with that, I think I'm probably going to wrap up the live stream. We've been going for about an hour. And again, thanks everybody for watching and who stuck with me through the end. I really appreciate it. So hopefully, I'll be able to do some other videos and things like that. So maybe I'll be able to do it more often and be with everybody on live stream instead. But yeah, thanks everybody. Have a good night. Like I said, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button on the video. Thanks everybody who's done that already. But hopefully catch you soon on the next live stream, and I'll be having another video come out this Friday, so take a look at that. But as always, have a good night, and thanks for watching.